Have you ever been yeeted, been thrust out of a car, out of a moving car, because you were suspected of being of the LGBTQ community? Yeah, didn't think so. Story. So back in the day, I had this roommate. I think I've actually told you many stories about this roommate. Her name was Mooks. Mooks was one of my roommates for a long time. We were bonded. We were together forever. Together forever. Tick like a video. We were always together, and this one time, actually, we lived in the same building as these two guys, and I started sort of seeing this other one guy among the two guys. It wasn't really seeing him. We weren't like together or anything, but he was around. He was around. I was around. We arounded. Okay, we arounded together. So this one guy who none of them liked, by the way, Mooks didn't like him. None of my other friends, actually, our other roommates, didn't like him either. And unfortunately, no one thought he was that good of a looker. He did not look as they would have expected him to look. But one thing about it, two things for sure: beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I beheld his beauty. I beheld his very intrinsic beauty, because it was not very outwardly, it was very internal beauty. Alikuwa mrembo ndani, yani roho yake ilikuwa rembo, lakini yeye mwenyewe Proverbs. We thank the Lord we got married and got out of that ghetto, because yo, how are you dating in this 2026? How's it going, girl? How's it going, boy? How's it going, children, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and everybody in between? How y'all surviving in this dating economy? Because it's bad. It was bad then. How is it now? Oh, Father God. Anyway, now, these guys lived on the ground floor of this building that we lived in. And by the way, as you are moving apartments, as you are trying to find like a cute little place for you to live, make sure that the apartment complex that you live in is not built next to, near, or on top of a swamp. Okay? Because things happen, especially with these rains. Girl. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened to them. These guys lived on the ground floor, and unfortunately it was heavy rains and the house flooded. So they gotta move. They had to move. All their beds, their TVs, their electronics, everything was submerged. They had to start from scratch, which was rough for them, but you know what? It is what it is. Back to the story, okay? Now this guy, let's call him Nia. Yeah, we're gonna call him Nia, right? So Nia was very tall. He had a face that God and his mother loved. Yeah, God and his mother loved that face. Yeah. Anyway, they moved out. And they moved to Langara. Yeah, they moved to Langara. All right, Bagadiwe Langara area. Yeah, they moved around that area. And on one of these days where I was kind of like, yeah, you know what? We're bored. What are we doing? And he called me up and he's like, hey, do you want to go out? Do you want to go to the club? Do you want to go for a party? And I'm like, yes, sir. I definitely want to come to this party. He's like, okay, bet. But I said, I'm coming along with my friend Mooks. Is that cool? Is you good? He's like, yeah, bring your friend. I already know her. Bring her. And I said, sawa. Tuko njiani, tunakuja Langata. We are on the way. Right? And we got to Langata. I don't even remember where we went clubbing, but we went clubbing somewhere. The night went on, drinks were coming through, food was coming through. We were being baby girled all the way to the bank. Like he was doing what he needs to do. Like the money was flowing, the liquor was flowing, the food was good, the party was nice, the music was popping. Like it was a good night. Cannot tell you what club it was, but it was a good night for sure. And now, one thing I should have told you is, as my friend Mooks and I were leaving the house, I told her, you have one duty. You got one duty, and that duty is to make sure that we go out, we have a good time, we turn up, but we come back home. You and me are stuck like this. You are not leaving me with that man. You're not leaving me with Nia, right? You're not leaving me with Nia. You are not leaving me with anyone else. We are making sure at the end of the night, you and I are coming back home together. Is that clear? SS Claw? And she said, girl, roger that. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Anyway, we had a good time, and it's now running towards like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's time to start wrapping up the party because they were supposed to be going to work the next day. I don't know whether I was working, I was in school. I can't remember what I was doing at that time, but it probably was a combination of all of them. I was probably working and in school because that's what I did for most of my 19 and 20 and 21 years old. I was kind of like dabbling. I was trying to figure my life out, and it was expensive as hell, but I managed to figure it out. Story for another day. So we got to the time where everyone's kind of like, okay, it's about that time. Some of us need to either get home to get some rest and go to work the next day or something, right? And he said, oh, what about Mooks? What are we going to do with Mooks? And actually it was him and his cousins, brothers, him and the guy he used to live with. The two of them were with us that whole night, and then it was myself and Mooks. And so they say, it's kind of late right now. I don't know whether you're going to be able to find a cab for Mooks. So how about we get you to town? We get you to the CBD, try and get a cab from there, and then you can be able to manage your way home. And we said, bet, let's get it, let's go. We got into their car and we were driving all the way up until we got somewhere around like Upper Hill. Now we're about to get to like into town, right? And as we're getting into town, my friend Nia, Mr. Nia, is like, okay, so where do you feel like would be safest for us to drop you off so you can be able to get a cab? And we're like, GPO would be good. Like, you can drop us off anywhere, GPO area, we should be fine, we should get a cab. He says, I'm sorry, who? I said, we, as in she and I, can be dropped off near at GPO because we should be able to get a cab from there. He says, what? I thought we were just dropping Mooks off and you were coming with me. Like, what's this? I'm like, nah, bro. We were planning on going home. He's like, no, that's not the conversation you and I had. You and I had a conversation about you coming home with me. And I'm like, yeah, but the story has now changed to I'm not coming over, I'm going home with my friend Mooks. And he's like, huh? Okay. So between Upper Hill and GPO is the convincing game where he's like, come on, don't be like that. We've had a good night. Let's make it an even better one. Show up. Let's just go to my place. Why are you being like that? Why are you being difficult? And at this point, I'm just like, I don't want to come with you. I don't want to come to your place. I don't want to go anywhere near your place. I want to go home and sleep and rest. So it's a back and forth. At some point, I'm just tired of this back and forth. And Mooks just says, hey, listen, Nia, listen. She doesn't want to be with you. She doesn't even like you. In fact, I'm going to speak for myself now. I think you are I don't think you're a very attractive person. I don't want my friend to be with you. I have always told her she needs to get rid of you. And this is part of the reason why she needs to ditch your ass. It's because you just don't know the word no. You don't understand that someone wouldn't want to be with you, and you have no respect for that. And that's part of the reason why I don't want her with you. You've always tried to control her. You're always trying to find out where she is. You're always trying to call the taxi that she's in. It's a taxi. Like, you don't have to call and speak to the person on the phone to make sure that she's not going out on a date with someone else. You're very controlling, you're slightly manipulative, and honestly, you don't look so good. So I just don't think she wants to be with you generally. Generally, she doesn't want to be with you. Generally, I don't want her to be with you. And ultimately, today, you're definitely not going home with her. She's going home with me. We are going home together. Kathomi and I are going home together without you. And she's not going with you to your place. Do you understand what I am saying to you? Man, the guy got so fucking pissed. He's like, you bitches always just trying to use my money. You're always just trying to get advantage of me and take advantage of me. What is this? Are you two in a relationship? Is she your lesbian lover? Is she? Because the way you deal with her, it's like you guys are fucking. I'm like, what? 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 What, sir? What are you talking about? What are you talking? It's like, yeah, you guys are always together. You live together. Might as well. I even think you guys are. I'm like, huh? Just because I don't want to sleep with you, you think I'm gay? Huh? That's how that works. I don't want to be with you, and you think I want to be with her. Me not wanting to be with you automatically means that I am what? LGBTQ what? Even if I was, how is that your matter? But how is that where you jump to? I don't want to be with you. I'm going home with her, my housemate, and you naturally assume you're lesbian because she's not going to leave me in your car to go with you when I'm inebriated? Is that how that works? Okay. I guess. So he's getting mad, he's getting heated, he's like yelling at us. He's like, no, you're going with me, you're getting the fuck out of my car. And he stops the car in the middle of the road. I can see GPO is literally like, he stops the car, I can see GPO. GPO is right here. GPO is right here, I can see it. We're stopping over here. You see that bus stop where they normally, yes, he stops right there. Mwah. And then he says, get the fuck out of my car. And then as Mooks jumps out of the car, I don't even have shoes on my feet, by the way. At this moment in time, my shoes, I took off my heels because I was tired. It was that time of the night where your heels start to hurt. I had taken them off. I was going to wear, when I get out of the car, I was going to wear my shoes. And I had one shoe in my hand, and the other one was still on the ground. Mooks has already been kicked out of the car. Like, yeet! She's been kicked out of the car. The car is starting to move. I am still in the car, one shoe in hand, and I literally jumped out of the car with just one shoe in my hand. One shoe in my hand, moving car, these guys are good. I'm like, this is not the first time this has happened to us. Like, we've not been kicked out of a car for the first, this was not the first time. Do you remember Neri? Do you remember Nyanukes? Nyanukes, it was Mooks and we were kicked out of this car again. Oh my God, I'm like, what is going on? He's just like zoom, and then when he notices that I'm coming off when I'm trying to get out of the car, they start to speed because they're trying to make sure that I'm still in the car as we are moving, and they leave my friend in the middle of the night in town, CBD, GPO, alone. Hi, what kind of people are you? So when I noticed they were trying to go fast, I just jumped out of with one shoe in the hand, the other shoe. He probably still has my other shoe because where's my heel? And I liked those heels. They were so pretty and sober. Oh man, I was so mad that they took my shoe. So now here we are, two girls. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning, right outside GPO, one with one shoe, the other shoe is naked. Both of us literally falling off the road, like we're just tumbling off the road because you're like, what is going on? And it's crazy dark. This is town. We haven't even called our cab. Oh man, it was so nasty altogether. This guy is still abusing fucking lesbians. as he is driving. As he's driving away, it's just calling us fucking lesbians, and now we're on the road and we have to figure out a way to call a cab fast enough. Because we're two women in town. Needless to say, that may have been the last time I saw that guy. Did I see him again? That may have been maybe the second to last time I saw that guy. I can't remember, but girl,